People think being in school means you are building your future, but financially, you are broke and drained. School is expensive. School doesn't pay. The truth that nobody told us. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Bertha, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about how expensive it is to be in school and yet it doesn't pay. Please stick around. I want to state three facts in this video. School is an investment and not an immediate profit. Majority of students have limited resources. Now we only have few students who are quote unquote DBs, that their parents afford everything for them, from fees to accommodation to feeding to having fun on campus, totally everything, right? Students are on student loan. Some of them are also on scholarships. Okay, however, the scholarship is not going to cover the totality of everything for you. You also have to come through for yourself, at some point. All right. Yeah, and the last one is expenses increase the longer you stay at school. This one hit home for me. So one of the reasons why I was wailing while in this last lap was the fact that I stayed an extra year and it was costing me money, guys. Hey. Now, if you have been following me, you know that I funded my fees to the glory of God. I wanted to be done so I can focus my energy on other things, but I suddenly found out that I had to stay one more year in school, and it drained me. Like emotionally, physically, financially, I was tired, I was exhausted in every sense of the word, actually. Yes, so the longer you stay, the longer you waste resources. You see, even staying for the 4 years is enough work, not to talk of staying an extra year. Now, in my case, I did access course for a year, so that is 6 years in total. So when I work, I spend. When I work, I spend. When I work, I spend. Stay tuned and subscribe and be part of this amazing. Now, it's either you have a job. In my case, I did, or no job. If you are a regular student, it means that you're not going to work. You become a full-time student. That alone is incapacitating you from generating income. The only way you can do is side hustle, right? And even with a side hustle, some of them are unstable. Deadline for fees elapses, then you have to go and defer your course. Okay, and if you have not planned on deferring your course, it is also going to change your plan for the whole year and even your year at the university. However, if you're already working, all that you are making is going to fund your education. All right, that's basically what I'm saying. If your income is not enough, it means that you also have to do extra uh jobs, take on extra jobs to be able to support yourself. In my case, I did. The next thing is expenses shooting up. See, guys, it was crazy when I got to level 200. I was thinking the fees was going to be 2,000, only for the fees to even go higher than what I paid when I was entering into the university as a first year student. That blew my mind, which means that that is also an extra cost. Yeah, I was so surprised that that was the case. Now, the next thing is you are going to buy books and you are going to get handouts. Hey, heavy on the handouts, guys. Yes, you need handouts, past questions to study. Because see, one thing that is going to help you in the exam is to buy past questions. Okay, the past question helps you to know how the lecturer sets his or her questions. Okay, it helps you to know the trend at which he sets his questions and how the mode he sets his questions. Very important. Some of them may not tell you before exam, so this is what is going to guide you to know how to prepare for exam. Okay, very important. And I mentioned in one of my videos how past questions saved me. Guys, they did save me. Okay, yeah, I also going to do printouts here and there for assignment. Text and quizzes are going to be online. You're going to be buying data if you're not on campus. Yeah, so this is the reason why I'm saying it is expensive. Okay, and at the moment it doesn't pay. The next one is giving out money. Now, you can't say that because you're in school you're not going to give out money. Now, I used to tell myself, and I used to tell somebody who recently told me he wants to go back to school, that since you want to go back to school, you have to limit the time that you donate for other things, and then you have to let your family members know that at this point in time you're in school, therefore you can't support them as you used to. In fact, I was telling the person that you can't support them, but I realized that it's not feasible. Okay, you can't say you can't help at all. You can help in your capacity. Now, borrowing from friends, yes, you incur hidden debts. So at a point in time where probably you can't afford your fees, transport, you need to get a book, or you need money for a thing or two, you have to, borrow from friends to be able to meet that need, and then later on go ahead and pay that debt. Okay, when we are about to register our courses, some students reach out to our course rep to solicit for funds for them. So other students are also on student loans, which are loans that are going to be there for you to pay once you complete school. So you are incurring debts that you pay in the future. So in the case of work, you are being paid. But in this situation, you give up your time, your energy, your resources, your everything, and you don't get the gratification at that moment. The gratification is in the future, right? Yeah. And in case you are also living on your own, you have to figure out rent. Recently, I was talking to somebody who got jilted by somebody that he asked to do help with mature process, and the person messed up the whole process. He was talking about how you know he wanted to get this mature thing out before his 2-year rent is due for him to renew again. So you see, all these things come into play. You don't get a gratification at that particular moment. Now, in the case where you take loans that have short-term uh, plan that you pay back, you are going to incur more debt, and uh, um, your how is it called again? Your oh your the extra money you pay for taking a loan, okay, that will keep, if I remember you would say, or you can put in the comment section, okay. So it's going to shoot up, right? Yeah, it's going to shoot up, and you have extra, money to pay at the end of the day. Now, I'm also trying to bring perspective. I'm not saying if you want to go to school, or if you wish to go to school, do not go to school. All that I've said doesn't mean school is useless. I'm just saying this to say that school is good. However, the gratification or the reward is in the future. So now, whilst you're not getting financially paid, or you're not getting the gratification at the moment you are schooling, these are some of the benefits that you get from being in school. Okay, you get to be disciplined, you get to build knowledge, and you get to network. See, the people I met being in the university, I couldn't have met them if I've not, you know, been to university, right? Yes, so it's a blessing to meet them. I have Bella, I have Gloria, I have Royal, Ernest, I have Peter, Lily. Yes, so if you're an OG, you get to know all the names I'm mentioning here. I have Audrey, I have Kay, I have DND, and a whole lot of people that have met. Temporal struggle is not failure. Okay, just put this at the back of your mind. See, guys, I've been there. I have cried, I have wailed, I have asked questions. I've asked whether the Lord brought me to this point in time of my life. I have been tired. I had wanted to quit. All the emotions that can be felt by a human being who is exhausted. I felt those emotions. Okay, it didn't mean I'm a failure. It means I'm only human, and I get to express or go through my own fair share of emotions, right? Yeah, and here I am now, awaiting graduation. Wrote my last paper that gave me tough time, and I got like an 8, the glory of Jehovah. I also bless the people that I've met in this journey. And I've mentioned time and again that you cannot do university alone, guys. So if you go to university and be behaving as if you can, do things on your own, university does not break like that. That's not the case. My lecturers, yes, they have been a blessing. So this evening I had a phrase: school days are the best days, but not the happiest experiences. So I want to balance this video so much that I want to talk about how to financially survive on campus. Now, I've done a whole video about how to survive financially on campus as a student. This one is just a snap bit of it. Please watch that entire video. It's going to give you perspective on what to do. The first thing I'm going to advise you to do is budget weekly and not monthly. Your days are in weeks. So if you budget weekly, you know that you have this X amount of money for transport, for food. So in my case, I know that every weekend I take this X amount of money to school for food, for transport, for water, and yeah. If I need to buy handouts, I've budgeted that money. So yeah, so if you are saying you're going to, well, if you can get the money to budget in bulk for the month, is also okay. But in weeks, it gives you the flexibility to not put pressure or tension on yourself to have a certain amount of money before you can do XYZ for yourself. So the weekly one is manageable. Avoid unnecessary social spending. Now, if you can't eat on campus, that is okay. Don't force yourself to eat on campus because somebody else is eating on campus 247. If you can cook, please do so, right? Or if you have a place on campus where food is less expensive, please go to that end. Do not say, oh, because XYZ is going to the restaurant, you also follow them to go and do same. No, that is unwise because it's going to put a lot of strain and pressure and tension on you. Okay, and then also learn to say no politely. Now on campus, a lot of people sell things, and things are enticing. People bring things to you. Oh, we sell this, we have this. Which of them do you want to get? Dresses, whatever, shoes, whatever, and you can afford. It's okay to say I can't afford now, or maybe later. Saying no is not a crime. Just to give you perspective, okay, I use the canteen a lot. Now if you follow my vlogs, you know that yes, the canteen is the go-to. Food is less expensive at the canteen, unlike the restaurants on campus. Use school facilities. Go to the library, use the Wi-Fi. I don't understand why you'll be on campus, you have paid for the Wi-Fi, then you decide to buy your own data to do whatever. Okay, I understand there will be cases where probably the Wi-Fi is not working or it's not strong enough to support what you want to do. That's a different case altogether. But when there are no issues with the Wi-Fi, please use them because you pay for them. Okay, that's one way to reduce cost. Now, some of us go to campus majorly also, excuse me, because of Wi-Fi, so we can join class, so we can, yeah, do our personal things as well. See, school Wi-Fi has helped my YouTube channel a lot. I use school Wi-Fi to upload most of my videos. Yes, I did that. Okay, and also focus on skill set and not just money. You are in school to acquire all the knowledge you need to acquire. Now, when I interviewed Evans, the course rep, he said he advised students to get all the tangible skills that they can have whilst in school, and when they are out of school they can go get their soft skills, but at the moment get all the necessary skills that you need as a student. He was right on point. All these points that I've stated, in a case where you are, you have family, you are married, I think that those people have special graces. When you get to a particular stage of your life, the Lord graces you to be able to do certain things. These are going to be very intense for you. You are married, you have kids, and then you're schooling as well. It's going to put a lot of strain. You would wish that the money you are investing in education, you could use that money to cater for your child, your family, you know, health wise, um, you know, improve your family life. Meanwhile, this money is going into your education. However, like I said, this is not to condemn the whole essence of going to school or acquiring a tertiary education. The gratification is going to be later on, okay, in life. However, at the current stage, you have to sacrifice. You have to go through it. Okay, so please let me hear from you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, your experiences. Share with me, myself and others in the comment section who want to learn. Right? In case I missed a point, please you can feel free to leave it in the comment section now. So well, thank you for sticking with me. So this end, please be sure to subscribe, to like, to share, and see you guys in my next one.